All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nick's Knowledge and Notions NQ Science Series, brought to you by the Seven Spheres of Money. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. And before we get started, go ahead and like the video, share it, and help us to spread the message of the Pom Pom lifestyle and financial freedom and independence by subscribing to this channel and telling everybody you know to subscribe to this channel. So of course, we hope everyone had an enjoyable Thanksgiving holiday yesterday. I know I did. I'm sure DJ enjoyed his as well. DJ had a good Thanksgiving holiday yesterday.
Absolutely. Happy Family Day is what I'm calling it now. Shout out to Novella who coined it Happy Family Day. I like that.
Like that
Happy
too.
Family Day. Some people call it Happy Indigenous Day, but I like that Happy Family Day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
make sure we coin that and give credit to Novella. Happy Family Day.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Happy Family Day. Absolutely, absolutely. I like that too. I think we should go ahead and start rocking with that. Happy Family Day. Hope everyone had a wonderful family day. Indeed, indeed. So the day after Family Day is Black Friday, as they call it. I hope my black. What's that say? I hope my blackness doesn't offend you.
Right.
Doesn't offend you.
My blackness offends you.
Offend you. Yeah. Hope
That's
my
right. So
offends you.
we're gonna give you the history of Black Friday because it's a financial term.
Right. Yeah.
Financial term that's been flipped into a social term that's become a pandemic of consumerism for suckers.
Yes.
I'll be back, suckers.
Right. Yes. And are you and the question is, are you a sucker? Are you a shark on for Black Friday?
It's a shark or a sucker.
Yeah.
On Black Friday day. Let's get it right.
Yeah.
Shark or sucker. We're sharks. But 98% of you are suckers.
Yeah.
We're gonna break it down for you.
Yeah, what all that means. Yeah, we're gonna get into what all of that means. So yeah, I guess we should start with that history then. Of Black Friday. What's it all about? The financial origins of it, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty of where it is now. And are you a shark or a sucker?
Yep. Are you a shark or a sucker for Black Friday?
Yeah.
You got assets. You got assets, baby. What do you have? Liabilities. Woo, baby.
Got the visuals going on.
Or as my man Robert Kiyosaki calls them, doodad expenses, baby. Yeah, we're gonna break it down to its very last compound. It's not dramatical. We'll be back, suckers.
That's right.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. So let's jump right in and let's shout out to everybody who's been, subscribing and sharing the gospel of this, pom-pom lifestyle according to the book called The Seven Spheres of Money System. That's right. So let me give a shout out. What I want to tell you right now, too, here's the definition of Black Friday. So, in the black is an accounting term that purely means that you are making money. You are making money. In the red means you are bleeding money profusely. Okay? So, roundabout, I think it was about the late or early 90s when somebody coined the phrase, because they started figuring out, well, they knew this, and this goes back to the miracle on 34th Street. So I'm taking you way back. Natalie Thomas. I think that's Natalie Wilson, Natalie Thomas. She played the little girl in The Miracle on 34th Street with Macy's or Gimbals. And what you don't realize is that the proprietors of Gimbals and Macy's, they figured out that, guess what? The National, Happy Family Day, what was formerly TD Day, was only celebrated in America. So when the immigrants came over here to Ellis Island in New York, they said you can go find the best meals and stuff during this holiday because nobody celebrated there were immigrants. And so what they figured out was, hey, why don't we throw this parade? And then we'll name that parade Happy Thanksgiving Day Parade, brought to you by Macy's or Gimbals. And on that parade, they would actually start promoting consumerism. They would show your most iconic figures buying stuff at where? Macy's, Gimbals, with Santa Claus. So it's really a modern day commercial. And so what retailers began to see is that all of a sudden in this little window of a 3-day holiday, they were making 80 to 90% of their retail sales, which put them in the black. So they started realizing that, oh, snap, there's a coalition here. It's Friday. We're making money. We're in the black. Ha ha. Let's call it Black Friday. And then let's put up these massive commercials, which you see all throughout the country now, not in the digital world, but in the analog world, in commercialism. Because what kid didn't get up to watch the Macy's parade? And what you notice when they shoot in the parade, they'll tell you about the local organizations and stuff. If you ever went to the parade live, they'll have the marching bands, the high schools, the colleges, and the community stuff, but they never show that big screen on the television at all times. When they're about to go to a commercial, they always showed you a cadre of big floats with characters that are buying stuff at Macy's, at Gimbals, in Chicago, it was Marshall Fields, or it was, what's the other big store? I'm trying to think what Hudson's, which was another big store in the Detroit area. So every time they would come to the big commercial break, they would pan off the local marching bands and the community leaders, and then they would show you these big old floats with Snoopy and Linus, and they would be carrying stuff and images like Clifford the dog, and they'd be you can get that right at Macy's. You can get that right at Hudson's. You can get that right at Gimbals. You can get that right at Marshall Fields. So it became a parade and a festival. And at the end of the day, the kids start wanting this stuff, and they got their parents guilt tripping to go where? Into the stores on Friday. And then the bean counters, which are accountants, they started looking up and like, oh my goodness, we're raking in tons of money. It's super profitable. And then all they did, they collabed and collaborated together to start rolling this out. And then one day, somebody in the marketing world, like I said, I think it was either the early 90s or it could have been the late 80s. They said, hey, man, we're going to make this Black Friday. And they start pushing these ads. And first, Americans was against that because they were like, hey, man, this is intruding on Thanksgiving. And the real reason we come together is to eat, watch football. I can remember this when people were like, man, what are you talking about, man? You're going to go shopping on Friday? Man, we hanging out with the family, getting together. And then it got to the point that they just start pushing it so hard that they even went and start pushing it on Thanksgiving Day. About 10 years ago, you would not even heard of a damn store being open on Thanksgiving. Am I right or wrong? And then all of a sudden, the first person that got aggressive said, hey, man, nobody's opened up on Thanksgiving. I'm going to open up my store, Best Buy, Circuit City. I'm going to open up my store on Thanksgiving Day, get ahead of the Black Friday rush, and I'm going to open up at 6 to 9 only, and I'm going to give this super discount. And all of a sudden, people just start rushing, bum rushing in the stores, fighting over silly shit. Suckers. And at that point, there's always a saying in business. You don't want to be the first one on the boat, and you don't want to be the last one on the boat. So when these other retailers start seeing these people start opening up their store, guess what? Everybody started doing it. And then it became the norm. And then you see people lining up around the block at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Happy Family Day. all to get stuff. And they're buying this stuff that realistically, Nick, 90 days from today, you won't even have a clue where that stuff is. And especially if you have children, it's going to be sitting in your attic, your garage, or in the bin somewhere. But you know what ain't going to be sitting in there? When you come home, January, February, and them good friends of yours called credit cards come in and booyah. That's right there. Buy it new merchandise. Pay for it on your credit card. That's what Robert Kiyosaki calls the doodad, baby. And you also extend. Thank you. Yeah. Right there. Buy a new gold necklace. Pay for it by what? Credit card. What? Get me up there. Buy a new what? Collector's dial. You decide. Charge it or expense it on credit card. And then the store got smart when they started inventing the store credit card, and they gave you these massive lines of credit and no payments during the holidays for 90 days. No interest. So you now became a sucker for the Black Friday run on the market to make the corporation the shark. And now Black Friday is a tradition of consumerism in America and across the world. And that's only happened in the past 10 years. So how do you not be the sucker on Black Friday to Cyber Monday and be the shark? Wouldn't you like to know that?
I bet they would.
I'll tell you what, we're going to tell you about that right after we come back, after these messages.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is DJ the Money Coach coming to you again. And guess what? This is the Black Friday special. Right now, I want to help you win on Black Friday. That's right. Forget about spending your money and going broke, but how about invest and be wealthy just like the rest of the world in the top 1%? And you can get it done right now with DJ the Money Coach and enjoy this amazing pom-pom lifestyle. Plenty of money, peace of mind, and come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. And I'll see you in the webinar. Hit that link.
All right. Welcome back to Nick's Knowledge and Notions NQ Science Series. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, you just got a history lesson on the origins of Black Friday and how we got to where we are today. You know, so of course the subject is, are you a shark or a sucker for Black Friday? So now you might start thinking about which one you are, but now we're going to go into how to be the shark and not the sucker.
That's right. That's right. So here you go. You want to be a shark? You want to swim with the sharks? What do sharks do? They have very sensitive nose to the smell of blood. And in the business world, they said when blood's on the street, you do what? You buy up all the real estate, all the assets. Okay? So guess what? The sharks, which I am, which Nick is, this is what we do. First thing we do is we master the 5 secrets of wealth in the wintertime. Now, we've been talking about this for the past couple of shows, but I'm just going to recap why these are shark moves. Because what a shark does, he lures and lurks in the depths of the ocean, but his sense of smell can smell 10, 20, 30 miles away for a little morsel drop of blood. And when he smells that blood, he's on a beeline, like in that movie Jaws. And he gonna get that target. And see what that blood is, that's that sucker falling for themselves. That's that sucker that's buying the first pre-Friday sale. They bought on Wednesday night. They anxious. Can't keep the money in their pocket. So he's just moving. Then they're waiting online to be the first one to get the pre-door prize. Because we only got 5 door prizes, and they show you this amazing 90-foot television. Or they show you the premium, PlayStation 5 or the Oculus. The most important game or entertainment vehicle or product that most of the time your children want. And because you don't want your children to have the same suffering that you may have had as a kid, that your parents got duped into the Black Friday deal and they couldn't afford it, you make sure you be the first one on the block, new kids on the block, that got that doodad. So now you start to get, do I have the cash or do I get that credit? And then they start opening up that credit line to you. And then you start spending more than what you got because you don't have a plan. Then you go into big ticket items. Man, I go lease that new Lexus, that Mercedes. The price of homes, interest rates are so low, I'm going to go get myself a second home, or I'm going to get more home than I can afford to buy. These are all sucker moves. And every time you look up and you turn on, your phone, there's a sale, and it's tempting because it's psychology. You know what I'm saying? It's pure psychology because they got you, in the crosshairs. And they show you, hey, man, look at that. Only 1 hour left. And you've been wanting that hot item that your kid been begging you about. And so what happens is you say, man, it's only one purchase. I'm not going to purchase, more than one, but you'll understand it's a science behind it. Because the hardest thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to sell the person the first time. But when you open them up their nose to the sale, you now can shuffle in the accessories, and now they don't even look at what they were first fighting from buying to now it's a dopamine effect and endorphins where you get excited and high off the purchasing. And when you get excited high off the purchasing, you start buying vacations, more toys, you get new credit cards, you don't counsel with nobody. And then when you have all that stuff, what's the first thing you're going to do? You start flossing. You start showing people the stuff you got that you don't even like, and they don't even like you, but you showing them that you better than them because you got this first to market. And before you know it, you are drowning in consumer credit card debt. Now that's what the suckers do. And they've been so prepped for this for months in advance because people start dropping them nuggets. So here's what the shark does. The shark knows that he or she has to make some quality investments. The shark has studied high quality people with high proven systems and know even they're going to offer an incentive during this Black Friday phase that, for instance, there's a program that we looked at that's a 5-week program, and they are offering the program for $10,000, ladies and gentlemen. And we know it's a good program, but it ain't worth $10,000. Real talk. But guess what? That same program today, 50% off for $5,000. Now maybe it's worth $5,000 to you, but it ain't worth $5,000 to me. So now we're going to leverage that relationship, and we're going to ask for a discount on top of a discount. And then we're going to access that asset. Right there. The asset card from Rich Cash Flow for Kids. And we're going to take our home business and we're going to tap into some acquisitions for assets. What do I mean? I'm going to take my system and my business, and during this weekend through Cyber Monday, I'm going to strategically invest once I have qualified the professional, their certifications, their license, and their system, and I'm going to get that deep discount, access it, and acquire it through my corporation, and then I'm going to pay it off in 30 days on my corporate credit card, pay 0 interest on it, and do a line-by-line tax deduction in 2021. That's a shark move. And you know why it's a shark move? Because I already knew 6 months in advance that this was going to happen. I already knew because I sat down with my CPA. I sat down with my financial planner. I sat down with my business coach, who are all licensed, certified, proven in the B2B world, not on these social media platforms. And we projected what our expenses and our assets we need to acquire. And we strategically pounced on those deals at the lowest investment point we could get. And here's what a shark does. If a shark invests 1x, meaning $1, they know they're going to get 10x, $10 for that investment in 90 days. I'm going to say that again. So you're watching us right now on this live stream, and we have our own proprietary webinar system. Guess what? We didn't pay full retail for that webinar system. We struck at the high point of the sales cycle where they were offering a 50% discount, and we jumped on it. And immediately upon acquiring that software proprietary webinar system, we made 5 to 10x of our investment in 90 days because that was strategic planning. So that's one thing that the shark does. Okay. Now, the shark also fully funds right now all of his or her financial paper vehicles. What do I mean? You're expecting right now, because everybody's talking about consumers. Everybody's out kicking it, buying stuff, getting all intoxicated over purchases. You know what the shark gets intoxicated on? All that blood, them assets. So now I am strategically, this ain't sexy to the common man or girl because they're the sucker. But this is yum yum to the shark. I'm fully funding my Roth IRA. I'm fully funding my 401k, my 403b, my health savings account right now because I know certain vehicles by 12/31/21 I can't contribute to anymore. So now that things are on sale, guess what? The stock market is what? It's closed. And right now in the stock market, there are great stocks that are on deep discount because of the hyperinflation. They're not bad performing stocks. They're just coming down in price. So what does the shark do? Every year, the shark, me, Nick, we actually look at a variety of stocks that are solid, blue chip, high performance stocks, and we wait till they dip in price, and then we acquire them on sale. And if you have children and you are smart enough to engage your children as contractors for you, because there are many sharks in training, you actually buy stuff for them that are dividend-based stocks, fintech stocks, and you give them, if you can afford this, and if you can't, if you just start out at $1, I hear you. You saying, DJ, I don't have any, but guess what? We buy what we want, not what we need. That's why the intoxication of Black Friday lures in a lot of suckers. So if you took that same mentality and bought and invested in what your children need and what you need by spending, here's what the average person spends, Nick, in a household of $40,000 during Black Friday. $1,000 that they don't even have. $1,000. Now, and they put it on credit cards. They put on their e-card. They do? They rob, crook, and steal. So if you took that same mentality and said, wait a minute, Apple is on sale right now. Snapchat is on sale right now. Roblox is on sale right now. Let me grab my children instead of buying the actual product. Oh, Oculus. Who is that owned by? I think that's owned by Google or Facebook. Facebook. Wow. Instead of buying the $299 plus the game and now you done drop $500. Why not go buy yourself, invest? Even DJ the Money Coach makes mistakes. The power of the spoken word. I go invest $299 in guess what? The Apple, the Google, the Facebook. And guess what? You can buy portions and percentages of shares through ETFs. So now I put those in my portfolio, and now I teach my children to get excited about their friends playing with the stuff. Because here's what we know about kids. Kids are going to brag, and they're going to start playing with the stuff together. So now you tripped up and put $500 as the shark during Black Friday every year, and you look up and you got $5,000, $10,000 worth of powerful stocks in your children's portfolio for a rainy day. That's a shark move. Okay. Now, as an adult, you accumulate some dividend stocks. And you can use any apparatus, be the Robin Hood, the Stash, whatever. But for me personally, I'm going to sit down with an expert and have him or her with certifications and license help walk me through the process. And then I'm going to choose it right. So now I'm going to get myself a caveat again with dollar cost averaging, asset allocation, and I'm going to strategically invest in some dividend stocks. Because see, this is what the wealthy and the millionaire next door does, Nick. They give their children and their children's shares in companies. And a lot of times they don't even tell them about it, Nick. But then they look up at 20, 25, 30, they got $250,000, 100,000, $500,000 because their parents were sharks and they put them in position to leverage these special weekends for suckers called Black Friday. Because again, I want you, to take my blackness because this is a financial term. And I hope it offends your account, which is your banking account, because you don't want to be a sucker no more. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to be in the black. We are in the black. Now, guess what they do too? Now, they take their corporation, and here's what suckers do too. Because every vehicle right now got a sale. Airbnb got sales. VRBO got sales. Priceline got sales. Southwest got sales. Delta got sales. What do we like to do as Americans? We like to travel, right? So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say, hey, man, I saved 50% off that trip to Bora Bora, Tahiti, Fiji. I'm excited for you. But if you still drop $3-4 grand and you went and had an experience and you put it on credit, what are you? Are you a sucker? Yes, you are. But guess what the shark does? Here's what the shark does, ladies. Come on in close. I want you to hear this. Come on in close. See, here's what the shark does. The shark sits down with his business team and he takes the same trips or she takes the same trips. But you know what they do? They plan just like Disney, just like ESPN, just like Hulu, what they call corporate trips and training. They have a kickoff meeting in the beginning of the year. They have a mid-year update meeting in the spring. They have a fall assessment in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, which we're in now, they have a wrap it up and here's what we accomplished in the whole year. And here's the beauty of the Cafe 125 rule. You can take these trips anywhere you want in the world. And all you have to do, Nick, is put them on your calendar. So guess what the shark does? The shark applies the same tax codes that the Fortune 50 and the multinational companies do, Nick. And we take a little trip in July to Chicago and you come meet me and we write it off. legally, ethically, and morally sound. It's a damn shame. And in the process, we accumulate assets while we're doing it. That's a shark move, ladies and gentlemen. So while you're going on your cruise, going to Alaska, going to Bora Bora, going to Tahiti for your bucket list trip, but you actually expensing on your credit card instead of incorporating into your business meetings quarterly, we're doing it. Getting a discount during Black Friday, because guess what? We're buying trips right now too at half discount on the company dollar for the corporation and the company executives, and we're turning it into an asset. That's a shark move. And if you don't know how to do that, but better yet, let me push pause here. Because here's a sucker move. Here's where the hustler think they're operating a business, and instead of working with the professional, oh, I go online, I get my own LLC. Oh, I know the tax code better than anybody because I hustled my way out of a negative situation, and nothing wrong with that. If you came from a single parent home, you grew up in the hood, and you were deep in debt and had no people to follow, and then you figured it out and started making money, you know how to make money from hustling. But you don't know how to make money for you, and you damn sure don't know how to make money, keep money, protect money, pass money on generation to generation, because that's an expert's job. So if you happen to be 25 years of age and you had $50,000 worth of debt and you got out of it, hey, I'm all with you, but you didn't all of a sudden become a fucking CPA. You didn't all of a sudden become an estate planner. You damn sure didn't all of a sudden become an IRS agent, but you're now telling people on the internet that you know how to do that. So then you end up being like Chris Tucker and you owe the IRS $9 million. Or you go to jail like Wesley Snipes for tax evasion. And most importantly, and the most dangerous thing that suckers do during this time, they have other naive suckerettes and suckers follow them into that same rabbit hole. So what I say, what the shark does, the shark actually has a team. The shark has a CPA or a tax accountant who all he or she does is taxes. Yeah, a lot of us are super smart. We can read some books, but there's something called experience and expertise. And let me explain that to you, Nick. And that's what I always tell people. Never invest with somebody who has not lost anything and claims they never took an L. Because they're either lying or there's a tragic hurricane, tsunami on the shore because their ego has blinded them. Guess what? I've been audited. I had my wages garnered. I had a car repossessed. And fortunately for me, I had professionals that actually handled the audit for me. Fortunately for me, I was able to get out of the repossession. Fortunately for me, I was able to get out of the garnership. And then I learned, and guess what I went to go do, Nick? I went and got licensed. I went and got some securities license. I got my Series 6, my 63, my 65, my life and health. And I got E&O insurance to protect me if I made a accidental mistake handling somebody's affairs as a fiduciary. That's what a shark. So those experiences, Nick, back in 2000, 2002, which was eons ago, there's no way a 25-year-old gonna know more than I know experience-wise when you come into a brand new $1 million worth of assets. There's no way that a 35-year-old, unless his name is Brandon and he manages a $2 billion portfolio, he gonna know more than DJ the Money Coach about high-level investing. But we're so hungry as suckers for these ads and these instant courses that just pop up. Here's another thing that suckers do. They buy every course under the sun that ain't even proven because they invest in what? The personality, the charismatic person, the corner hustler with a beautiful smile and fast words. Or the sister that, got the bling bling and she got that lifestyle. But they don't know all the troubles that are behind it. Now, I ain't saying they all got that because I don't hate nobody. But I'm saying is, once you sat down with 25,000 people, Nick, and the household incomes from 75,000 to $250,000, and you have people in your inner circle that are worth 10, 20, $40 million, I might have seen a thing or two. If that makes sense. So now, what the shark does, he now looks, again, first rule in secret for accumulating wealth in the wintertime, he's looking on the prowl for assets. What kind of assets he's looking for? He's looking for, wait a minute, hold up. Oh, what Robert Kiyosaki said, he's looking for real estate assets at a discount. So right now, he's going to the auction. She's going to the auction. They're buying tax liens, but they're not novice at buying tax liens. They're buying foreclosed properties on the bank's foreclosure list that they got to get off their books because guess what? In certain states, real estate tax bill is due January 31st. And the mortgage company is not in the tax business, so they got to get them toxic assets off their books, Nick. But we have a relationship and we form that together and we get a house that may cost $100,000, $300,000, $500,000 for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. And we put it in a corporation. And we also smart enough to put it in a trust. That's a shark move. Then we use this little rule called the 1031 exchange, which basically allows me to defer my tax capital gain on that property of same quality and take a step up. And here's how it works, Nick. I bought a $100,000 house in 2020. That house is now worth $300,000 because people are overpaying for property because the interest rates are 2%. Now I got $200,000 worth of profit realized in that house. And if I don't own the house and lived in it 2 years out of the last 5 consecutively as the regular owner but an investor, I got to pay upwards of 30 to 40% tax on that. So that's about $80,000 tax bill. But in the 1031 exchange, I can identify another property worth $300,000, acquire that, and in 180 days legally, Nick, I can purchase that asset, transfer in a 1031 exchange, and pull all that $200,000 tax-free deferred indefinitely. And again, I do that in a corporation with a CPA, with an attorney, and a 1031 exchange expert. Oh, I thought you never asked. I actually have one on my team. His name is Hector, and he's been doing 1031 exchanges since 2002, got a master's degree in mathematics, and used to do it for KPMG. You think he might know a thing or two about 1031 exchanges? He actually, at the young age of 26, was already a millionaire on paper in Chicago. And now today, he's got something north of $10, $15 million worth of assets by doing 1031 exchanges. You don't have a course. So who would you rather go work with? Hector, who's been doing 1031 exchanges for corporations that are multi-billion-dollar corporations, or Mr. or Mrs. who just hopped on the internet, told you how to create an LLC, told you they're an expert at 1031 exchanges. Oh, then you just ask them another question, Nick. Do you know what a 72T is? A 72 what? Yeah, that's what I thought. So then what the shark does, experts are giving discounts or incentives during Black Friday as well, and they're going to offer their expensive services at a discount to bring in a new preferred client. Now you talk to them about tax code 179, which is a depreciation tax code for real estate, equipment, in the commercial sector, as well as residential. Are you feeling me, ladies and gentlemen? So you do all that during the Black Friday explosion because those are shark moves. And those shark moves, if you do them properly, they will pay you 10x every year because you have invested and got their services at a discount. And now you can go do the foolish things and have the assets pay for the doodads. Oh, I go get myself a new puppy. But I didn't realize that puppy is just expensive as having a child. But if I have that puppy as a guard dog working for the corporation, guess what? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a tax write-off. I'll be damned. And if by chance I like riding around in yachts, expensive cars, guess what? I go into that business like Turo. And now I can drive the expensive car, make money, and do it for free. So how would you like to learn a little bit more about that after we come back from this break on are you a shark or are you a sucker during Black Friday, or do you have assets like we do, or do you have doodads and liabilities like they do? We'll be right back.
Yes. And you are watching Nick's Knowledge and Notions. Stay tuned.
Guys, here we go. We live in the lifestyle, making it happen. The dream is real. I'm here with my number one guy on the planet, man that makes everything happen. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here enjoying this awesome vacation. That's friendship right there. I think it's 10, 12 years. Yes, sir. So let me tell you guys, only 4 things you got to do. It's real simple. Number 1, you got to have discipline. Number 2, you got to actually be accountable. Number 3, you got to plug into a system. I don't know what system you have, but you got to plug into a system. And then the most important thing is you got to do the work, baby. Because this right here, this is 36 months, 5 years to actually have it the right way and do it right where it doesn't go away. And it's actually me and my homeboy, this is the second time in a row that we've come here last year and this year, and it only gets better with time. So also remember this, guys. If you master the hard things in life, as you get older, life gets very easy. If you master the easy things in life and try to shortcut the shortcut, life gets extremely hard. And I'm going to be honest with you, it almost becomes hell because you have not built the right foundation and you shortcut the shortcut in the microwavable society in the internet world, and you have cheated yourself. So with that said, I want you guys to look. Hey, that's the pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money and peace of mind. And we want you to come join us on the beaches of the World Club because my partner tell you everywhere he travels, it's got to be a what? Real talk. This brother don't go nowhere that don't have a beat. So, hey, this is DJ the Money Coach. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. And guess what? Get that ABCs of wealth, the common sense strategy, achieve an American dream, and we'll help you build it. God bless.
Toledo Organic Tequila is so crisp, so incredibly smooth. It's simply in a category by itself. This is luxury. Life tastes better naturally, so should your tequila. This is Toledo. Enjoy responsibly. Visit ToledoTequila.com to get your bottle of Toledo Organic Tequila. Get a 10% discount on DJ the Money Coach by entering promo code MONEY at checkout. Again, that's ToledoTequila.com, promo code MONEY to get 10% off your Toledo purchase. Now, let's start the show. All right, and welcome back. Welcome back to Nick's Knowledge and Notions. Again, I know you've been enjoying this conversation. You enjoyed the history lesson, and you enjoyed this free information, these free strategies on how to be a shark and not a sucker for Black Friday. So go ahead and like this, share it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. So yeah, we gave you the tips, we gave you the history. Now we just gonna share with you how how to get started with that. You know, we told you everything in theory, but to get you started on the tangible steps, you know, step 1, step 2, we're gonna show you how to do that now.
Oh yeah, they ready? I see we got some awesome comments in the chat box. Want to say shout out to everybody that's spending their Black Friday with us live. Man, I appreciate it, and I salute you because you are making shark moves, because you're watching a program that can make you shark proof, baby. So now let's give you some nuggets of the actual practical application. If y'all like that, the people that's listening and watching live in the chat, say, DJ, drop that fire for us right now. Let me see that and pull it up on the screen. So the first thing, I'm going to give you guys some books that you need to invest in and get them on a discount right now, because this is a shark move. And here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. And here's the thing I never do. I never give people advice and stuff I have not done. I'm going to say this again. That's a sucker move. Okay? I only give advice on what I have done. Okay? So with that said, I only take advice from 3 types of people. All right? Y'all want to know? Number 1, these are the practicals. Number 1, in terms of leadership, I only take advice from people who are proven leaders 5 to 10 miles or years down the road that have proven success. Who's the number 1 leader I follow? John C. Maxwell. He's wrote a series of books called The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Attraction. I mean, he's got a bevy of books. He's got another book called 21 Irrefutable Laws of Influencing People. And he is the foremost leader in leadership on the planet. Okay? So I'm going to encourage you, number 1, get his 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And there's a law in there called the law of the lid. What is that? The law of the lid says if you are a 10, you can raise everybody's ship. So let me give you an example who's a 10. And I'm just going to do a sports analogy. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time as a basketball player. You can debate it all you want, but the facts state 6 championships undefeated. Never been to a game 7 in the NBA championship. 10 titles of scoring championships, 9 in a row. Defensive Player of the Year and MVP of the league all in the same year. Facts. Okay, so is Michael Jordan a 10? Yes, he is. So Michael Jordan can take a Steve Kerr, who's really like a 3 or 4, and rise him up to a 10 and put him in position to take a game-winning shot during the NBA championship. Now, conversely, if I got a secret during Black Friday and it's a mid-sale, I'm not going to go to Steve Kerr and convince Steve Kerr to convince Michael Jordan to follow me. I'm going to go to Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan is a 10. So in the law of the lid, he says if you are a 5, you can't raise but 1s through 4s to 5. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? But if I'm a 10, I can raise a 5 up to 10 level. So that's the first book you need to get. Now let me step back real quickly. I took a challenge at the beginning of 2021 to be a member of Reading a Book a Week Club. And you know what? To today, I've read about 40 books. I'm going to not hit the 52 book mark, but you know what? It's raised my level. I've actually read about 28 physical books, and the other 14 to 20 I've listened to on Audible. But the books that made sense to me, soon as I read them, ladies and gentlemen, I start to apply it. That's right, Professor Tillman, shout out to you. So we're going to bring this fire. Make sure you share it with everybody. So by doing that, the year prior, I never read more than 15 books in a year. And it's not about the reading. It's about being engaged mentally all the time. So as I begin to read these books and apply exactly what they told me from proven experts, my game elevated even on my downtime. And here's what a lot of people don't realize. Kay and Professor Tillman, Nick, 7 Spheres of Money program. Here's what people don't realize is that winners have downtime. Nobody game is on 24/7, 365. But if I surround myself with leadership, when I'm down, I can be pulled up. But most importantly, I allow myself to be counseled and held accountable by a 10 to kick my ass. Because, yeah, I go into a pity party for about a day or two, but then I reach out to that 10 and they say, hey, man, get over it. You can make excuses or you can make money. You can't do both. So by reading these books, it stretched myself. Here's the second book that I applied. Tim Grover. If you don't know who Tim Grover is, he was Michael Jordan's personal trainer. He got 2 books on the market right now, are fire. Write this down, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a shark move that you can get these books right now on Audible at half price. He's got a book called Winning. Then he's got a book called Relentless. That was the predecessor. If I don't even know if that's the right word, Nick. What's the book before?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm wrong, who cares? Yeah. But he has a book called Relentless, and he gives great actual case studies on people who have world-class athletic talent, but they're losers mentally. So that's the second and third book that you should get in your Shark Black Friday investment right now this weekend. First one, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Second one, Relentless by Tim Grover, followed up by his most recent Winning. And then let's go to the Science of Money. Okay? Are y'all ready? Because this is stuff that I give to my executive members. So I'm dropping this science to you for free. You know why? Because I'm an expert. I got 20 years in this game. I didn't just create some course overnight because I got myself out of $60,000 worth of debt and propelled myself from a 525 last year. And now I've got a course that I'm selling 1,000 of them. And let me tell you this, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what the problem is? Transparency. Tell me that most people don't realize this. 90% of these social influencers who have courses are making 90% of their money off the course. Real facts. So let me get back to the next book that you want to get. Okay? So here's the next book you want to get. And this book is pure fire. I shouldn't even be giving this to them, Nick. Should I get this to them? I'm in a great mood. All right. So here we go. The Psychology of Money. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Now, I'm going to give you the last one because I can't keep giving you all these nuggets for free. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. The Science of Getting Rich. And I can guarantee you, I give you 3 guesses, the first 2 don't count. If you apply these 5 books that I gave you in the next 90 days, every quarter, your income is going to go up by 2x. And in 12 months, 36 months, and 60 months, it'll go up 5 to 10x. And you have to do just 4 dirty little words, Nick. 4 dirty little words. Number 1, you got to discipline yourself. Number 2, you got to be accountable to leadership. The second person I follow is a business person who has made 7 figures certified, proven, with a strong 6-figure passive income. So now I'm going to be accountable to him or her. And then the third one is I have a spiritual advisor who's walking the walk, and I follow him through emulation of the principles of success. I don't follow the personality. I don't follow the celebrity. I follow the principles. My pastor told me, don't ever put me on a pedestal, DJ. Make sure when you read BK1 that everything that you interpret is meaningful, measurable, and manageable based on your comprehension of what you read. Period. End of story. Does that make sense? Is that fire for you guys, ladies? Is that fire? These are shark moves, okay? So now I take that and I formulate a plan. I don't create a New Year's resolution. That's a sucker move. Because nobody keeps a New Year's resolution. But if you treat your personal life like a business and incorporate a plan and sit down every 90 days proactively with a CPA or a tax accountant, you don't need a CPA if you're just a regular income earner. If you're a regular income earner and you don't own any real estate, any business, you don't need a CPA, okay? You need a regular tax accountant, not an H&R Block tax preparer. And another thing, stop shortcutting the shortcut with the professionals. Invest in him or her because they have, again, the license. They have 10 years of proven track record with credible resources. Let me give you that. What's a credible resource, Nick, to vet a professional like DJ the Money Coach? Well, how about you call up the Montgomery Regional Airport in fucking Alabama and say, did DJ the Money Coach bring the 7 spheres of money system and y'all paid him over $15,000 to train all your employees? Even if I did a bad job, they got to testify that they hired me. I hope my blackness offends you. Because we in the black on Black Friday. Y'all see my new hit? Spinning out the window. Woo! Man, I'm excited. So, what's another way to vet a professional on this social media of, facades and fake and phonies? Well, there's this little organization called the Attorney General State of Illinois offices, and I trained their new prosecutors in the early 2000s on what? Oh, Family Finance 101. Wow. Now, as your current course provider who's selling you all this great stuff, where are your fucking real receipts at? Pardon my French. But this is, are you a shark or are you a sucker? Now, hey, I'm not against buying some good stuff for my children, but guess what I do first? I invest in my children's future by putting assets in their asset column. I make them earn a toy because I know after 90 days, that toy is either going to be in my attic, my garage, or in the trash. Real talk. But that credit card bill going to be massive. Am I speaking to the network here? Is this thing on, baby? I mean, how many of y'all have made some Black Friday purchases? Let's be real talk. Come on now. We're consumers. So now, I'm going to take that plan and I'm going to incorporate this system and I'm going to walk it down and I'm going to get deep discounts right now up until the end of Monday on things that my company needs. Again, remember what I said at the beginning of the show. We bought a proprietary webinar system, but we didn't buy it at retail. We invested in it at wholesale. We got it at 50% off. We needed it, and guess what? It paid us already 10x. It's actually, ladies and gentlemen, have paid us 100x. Truth be told. Are you feeling me? So now what you should be doing, like the shark, you should be looking strategically through systems, books, real training, and real assets that are on discount during Black Friday. And after you accumulate that asset, now go buy the fun stuff. Because guess what? I love to have fun too. Oh, that little commercial break that we just came off of. Oh, here's a tip. That was a fucking tax write-off. Oh, you know why? Because my partner is invested with me in real estate and I manage some of his stuff. So we had to go have a conversation about his P&L with me. Oh, we could have did it via Zoom. We could have did on it, but we decided to take it on a sunny beach, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I know y'all know this, but how many of y'all are applying it on the regular and you are really disciplined? Very few. Real talk. Does that make sense? I'm excited because you need to be a shark. Stop being a sucker for these sales. And every time you hit a new, success, an accomplishment, then go out and reward yourself. Then take that elaborate vacation again, be smart, and take it with a business partner or a prospective client, and you get to write it off. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to do it exactly. That's where you talk to the CPA. That's where you talk to the financial planner. And that's where you talk to DJ the Money Coach or somebody licensed and certified like DJ the Money Coach. Not somebody who's bombarding you with, oh, I got this 1,000 course. I got this course, that course. And they're not telling you the truth. Oh, I make 90% of my money off these courses. Yeah, I did get out of debt. I did accumulate some assets. But then I realized there's a lot of suckers out there. And I created this little course on Teachable. And I put it there and everybody started buying it. I said, shoot, why should I keep doing this work when I get this free money over here? And I don't have to disclose it because ain't nothing wrong because they ain't done nothing illegal. But is it ethical? Real talk. So again, I'm not hating the player. I ain't hating the game. And there's a saying, hey, if you can't beat them, join them, baby. I joined the Winners Club because we're sharks. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important. So now we're going to take these tax-free investments and build assets. And like we talked about in the 5 secrets to wealth, we're going to leverage the tax laws and acquire assets in businesses, real estate, and a proper entity structure, which is not always the LLC. Because in the 7 spheres of money, ladies and gentlemen, on Shark Black Friday weekend, we have people who have been doing taxes for 30 years. And when I say doing taxes, I'm not talking about little itty bitty tax. I'm talking about ExxonMobil $1 billion tax returns. I'm talking about KPMG clients that have 30, 40, $50 million worth of assets. I'm talking about financial planners like my partner Melvin of 18 years that does millions of dollars of investments because he's been a licensed registered investment advisor for 18 years. He manages my own personal portfolio. And I can do my own personal portfolio management. But guess what? I delegate so I can have the pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money and peace of mind, baby. And guess what? You're truly DJ the Money Coach. I own that pom-pom lifestyle. So if you decide to start using it without my permission or you don't pay me, then I will come after you because that's what a shark does. Now, I don't have a problem sharing the wealth with you, but I ain't no sucker. Does that make sense? So what I want to do, Nick, hey, if you got any questions, drop some questions in the chat, and I want to answer some of those questions. And then at the end of the day, I want to give you an opportunity to get educated. How many of y'all would like to make a shark move this weekend versus a sucker move? If that sounds like you, put DJ. I want to make shark moves, and I don't want to be a sucker no more on Black Friday because I want to stop spending out the window. Nick, let's go to a break and let's come back and wrap this big dog up because, man, the sharks are out tonight. Who did you say? The freaks are out tonight? The sharks out tonight, baby. And we getting wealthy and we teaching everybody that's watching this on Black Friday how to get real wealth and how to generate passive income when you can crawl, walk, run. So you should, subscribe, like, and share because this is the real fire and I'm bringing it to you free, no charge, baby, because I want you to roll through the hole and I want you to be offended by my blackness because that's in your bank account.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. Yep. So you all have about 3.5 minutes to come up with them questions if you got them. And hey, if you don't have any questions, just enjoy this message here, and we'll be right back with Nick's Nouns and Notions.
Everybody, this is DJ the Money Coach coming to you in the beautiful Destin, Florida. And I just got back from Amazing World Tour. Well, it's not a world tour, but in essence, it could be a world tour with the Classic Climb Tour. Shout out to Ericka Williams with the Classic Climb Tour and the ATL. Shout out to Tim Jackson. Shout out to Andre Hackett. Shout out to Todd the Billionaire. Shout out to James King. shout out to all my friends who did an amazing speaking job and sharing the wealth of freedom to people. And all it takes is 4 words that you got to do. They're dirty little words. The first one is discipline. The second one is accountability. The third one is plug into a system that's successful. And the fourth one is do the work. And when you do that, you can achieve the pom-pom lifestyle, which is plenty of money, peace of mind. And then you can come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. So check this out. Literally, I was just in the ATL last night speaking on stage with my friends. And now, because I took the time to build the ABCs of wealth, to achieve the common sense strategy to achieve an American dream, I now have this. Look at that. Yeah, man. Isn't that something? So you can have this too. But let me tell you a little tip. You have to master the hard things in life while you're young, and life gets easier. You master the easy things in life, and life gets hard as hell, almost impossible to live the older you get. So I'm going to say that again. Master the hard things in life when you're young, and life gets easier, and it gets like this for you for the rest of your life. That's what I'm talking about. So you can have it too. All you got to do is come join us. And it's real simple. I wrote this book in 20 years of success. And it's a common sense strategy of achieving the American dream. And you too can come out here and enjoy this amazing lifestyle. So if you want to do that, get this book right now below, The ABCs of Wealth, The Common Sense Strategy of Achieving the American Dream. It's 20 years in the making to help you achieve the pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money and peace of mind. And you can come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. I'm DJ the Money Coach. I'll see you on the beaches of the world because you deserve it, have it as well. And all you got to do is achieve 4 dirty little words: discipline, accountability, plug into the system, and go to work. And you too can have the pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. So hit that link below. The first 10 people to get the book, The ABCs of Wealth, The Common Sense Strategy of Achieving an American Dream, you get an autographed copy. And I'll even give you a 10-minute complimentary consultation for the first 10 because that's the kind of guy I am to help you achieve the American dream. I'll see you next time.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the special Black Friday edition of Nick's Knowledge and Notions. Are you a shark or a sucker for Black Friday? You know, so by now you should know the difference, and you should know what you need to do in order to be a shark and not a sucker. You got a few tangible steps that you can start right away tonight as soon as you get off of this live stream, you know, and we're gonna go on ahead and bring it on home.
Yeah, baby, let's bring it on home. And the subtitle is that you have assets, you have doodads. So we teach you the assets. The first and most important asset is the intangible one. It's the mindset, ladies and gentlemen, the mindset. Okay. So let me give you a quick recap of the shark versus the sucker. So what the sucker does, he or she already started making purchases on Wednesday and trying to get the early day prize of, oh, we only got 10 of these big screen TVs. We only got 10 of the Oculus, or we only got, 10 whatever. He or she already started spending money, and they got caught up in the adrenaline of the addiction of buying. And we all fall prey to that. I've fallen prey to that. That's how I had $40,000 of worth credit card debt and a 525 credit score. Hello? Anybody in there? Okay. That's what the suckers do. Okay? The suckers don't plan for anything. They just buy and then they brag about it. They get the flossing, the drip, whatever you want to call it. The broke mentality. They look good, they smell good. And here's the secret I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, because again, I've sat down with 25,000 people. I've sat in people's houses, $700,000 house, don't have no furniture, no nothing. Got hundreds of thousands of credit card debt because they out there trying to prove to people they something that they're not. They're trying to impress people that don't like them, that they don't even like, and they got all this massive stress. And they live right next door to you, and you might be one of them. Does this sound familiar? I got the least luxury car. I got the big fat house, and I got to go to work all the time because I can't afford the shit I got. And your boss knows. One of the first trappings in a professional job, your boss encourages you to get that brand new, bigger house than what you can afford. Get that nice new whip to look that image. So that's what the sucker does during Black Friday. They fall prey to open up revolving lines of credit with store cards, Neiman Marcus card, Target card, Walmart card. You don't have to pay no interest for 12 months. But here's a little dirty little secret. Here's what my grandfather, who never had more than an 8th grade education, but when he passed away, ladies and gentlemen, he left almost $2 million in assets, in homes, in property, in cash, and he put 5 children through college. Doctors, dentists, teachers, with an 8th grade education from Algiers, Louisiana. But here's what he taught me. He said, Dale, the big print give it, all that fake advertising, but pay attention to the little bitty, words at the bottom of the screen or the fast talk they do on the ads. Y'all ever heard that? Oh, this drug is so amazing, but then it'll make you throw up. You can possibly die. You can have side in the pain. You can grow a new limb, but it's amazing. So again, everybody with me say the big print give it, the little print take it away. That's the sucker move. All right. So that's what the suckers do. So suckers enjoy the intoxication. And in January and February, you'll come back to see me. That's another commercial. Pay me now or pay me later. And what I love is go see all those other experts, get all their courses, and then come back and talk to DJ because I'm the fixer. And you'll get that in winning. I'm a fixer. Okay. So let's talk about what sharks do because that's what we're excited about. Ain't they got a popular show called Shark Tank? As our boy Arsenio used to say, So here's what the sharks do, baby. Number one, they got a plan. They have been lurking in the deep with that acute, smelling ability for blood in the water. And they have watched and found out who are the professionals with proven track records who are licensed, certified, experienced, doing big deals all the time. And then they know that they're going to participate in the, dopamine of Black Friday weekend. So they're going to give you a discount. That's just smart business, right? So let me give you a couple of people that you should be following because you may not like me, which is cool. But you know what? There's more room at the top for everybody. And last thing I found out is that eagles ain't afraid of no other eagles because we know the sky is unlimited. So let me drop you some free nuggets on some people I follow. Get your pens and paper out. As my man T.O. used to say, time to get the popcorn popping, baby. You know what I'm saying? So you should follow Patrick Bet-David. You know why? Because Patrick Bet-David is a multimillionaire 10 times over. Oh, and here's a tip. He's a licensed professional. He has a security license, a life and health license. And here's another tip. In 2008, my business was bigger than Patrick Bet-David's. Real talk. In the same industry. Only reason why my business is not bigger because I went in a different direction and I was trying to create $1 billion business in the bill pay business. I got close and then I almost had a massive heart attack. And then I decided to go back and be the millionaire next door. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So if you want to find the best of the best on his social media, there's no better than Patrick Bet-David than what he does. And guess what? He ain't better than me, but he's somebody you might better relate to a little bit better. And then you can come down and get with me. Another person you ought to get with, Ericka Williams. You know why? Because Ericka Williams, she ain't perfect. Patrick Bet-David ain't perfect. But you know what? She's the most honest, integrity-based person I've met on these streets called social media. Real talk. We've been rolling to the hole with her for 16 months. And she has never lied to us. She's never cheated us. And even when people came out and said she did something wrong and I called on it, this is when you really know people. She told me the absolute truth and gave me my options. And she was right. And those other haters was wrong. So you should follow Ericka Williams. She's got some amazing courses and programs that you should get down. And guess what? I'm not getting an endorsement or a fee from either one of them. And then the last person I'm going to drop with you that just added tremendous value to us, which y'all don't know, hidden gem. This is what sharks do too. They can find, needles in a haystack because their acute smell is so superior to everybody else, just like a dog's hearing. You know what I'm saying? So let me give you an up-and-coming star that you don't even know. Her name is Kadera Muhammad. She got this little systems business called Omnipotent Marketing. And you may have seen her on IG. She has just turned around our business in the last 30, 40 days because we had some major leakage on systems. And here's real talk. See, this is what a lot of people on these platforms don't tell you. They don't tell you about their downside or their losses. See, we took a hit in September and October. Real talk. We had to terminate an executive because they just wasn't doing what we need to do. And we were way up here. Man, we were at the top of Mount Everest, and then we hit a snag because that person didn't do what we need to do. We took a hit. But winners don't quit, baby. We keep marching. And then we found this awesome person named Kadera Muhammad. Her program and her company name is omnipotentmarketing.com. Check her out on IG. And if you have a systems need in marketing, you need to get with her before she becomes the next superstar and you ain't gonna be able to afford her on these streets. You hear me? That's what sharks do. She's the bomb. And she ain't paying me. She don't even know I'm gonna be talking about her right now. And see, again, that's what sharks do because I ain't afraid of another great white because I'm a great white. Make sense? So those three people you should be following on these streets called YouTube, IG, Facebook. They true and tried and proven. Are they perfect? No, but they are the best at what they do to get you where you need to go. Does that make sense? So let's recap what the sharks do to get themselves right like rain. Because they like water, baby. And the deeper it goes, the better they are. All right? So first thing is they plan in advance for the 4th Black Friday to get major assets at deep discounts. Okay? Number 2, they plug into a proven system with professionals like the 7 Spheres of Money. The 7 Spheres of Money covers everything from cradle to grave. If you don't know that, accounting, banking, insurance, financial planning, estate planning, legal, small business. How long we been doing this? Since 2002. Before there was this platform, before there was YouTube, before there was IG, Snapchat, all that, because we were doing it B2B with the YMCA, with Lightning Logistics, which is a $60 million company that also trained all their independent truck drivers and their employees on financial education, because that's our staple. Make sense? So the next thing they do is they actually fund all of their basic things first to lay the foundation of success. Because if you master the hard things early in life, as you get older, life gets easier. You master the easy thing, take the shortcut from the shortcut, and shit gets harder or you ruin other people. Let me give you an example. How many of you guys and gals out there ever heard of a PhD? That's the highest degree you can get. Is that not correct, Nick? And it's on par with a legal degree and a medical degree. But can you get a PhD in 12 months without going to any formal, high institution of higher education? Can you get a PhD in 2 years? Some people might be able to get their dissertation. Most people I know, it takes 3 to 4 years to get a PhD, a real one, right? So you got this young guy out there who's got like hundreds of thousands of followers, who was already caught up in a scam where he was telling people about different type of life insurance policies, and he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but people started buying it because they invested in his personality. And now he's promoting that he's got a PhD that he got online with an institution in 12 months or less. And he's got pictures and certificates, and you can go Google it. I ain't hating the player, baby. I ain't hating the game, but guess what? Fraud is fraud. He talking about he got a PhD in digital assets. Sucker. Real talk, baby. Real talk. All right. So now I've got a life and health, a property and casualty license that I've had for 15 years. And I do big insurance deals for 15 years. And I also have, which he doesn't, which is normally a requirement, it's called E&O. Look it up. So if we happen to make a mistake, we indemnify people so they don't get hurt. Most of these people on these platforms don't have it because, number one, they shortcut the shortcut. What do I mean, ladies and gentlemen? They don't want to invest a couple of dollars to protect themselves. Or here's another thing that suckers do that are in business that don't know what they don't know. They don't protect their own income that they have because they never heard of a thing called income interruption insurance. It's like Lloyd's of London. How I can, insure my voice, insure my looks, insure my leg, the things that make me major money, I can insure it. Just like a college athlete who is projected to be a professional and they stay a year longer in college to raise themselves up in the draft, they have insurance that protects them. But suckers who don't know how to do this and how to incorporate and protect their reoccurring assets, which are receivables on contracts, they lose money in a pandemic. But guess what? DJ the Money Coach doesn't, because I had that experience back in 2002. And once I didn't know about it, and then I was informed about it, guess what I did? I got it and protected myself. Real talk. And if I'm young and I want to get insurance, but I really don't see the value of it, and I'm 25 to 40, and I don't have no kids, and I don't really have any debt, but I think I'm going to live forever, then I get this little itty bitty policy called Return on Premium. And I'll tell you about all of that more in this little basic program called Family Finance 101. So here's what the sharks do. They fully fund all their basics: emergency fund, 401k, Roth, HSA. And if they have children and they have a little business, they put them in a contractor relationship and they take advantage of this little tax law where they can actually pay them up to $12,000 absolutely free for them at a kiddie tax law. And they also offer them a custodial Roth IRA where they can invest $6,000 a year for 30 years and they have $1 million in the bank no matter what they do. Real talk. Have you ever heard of this little guy named Allen Iverson called AI that balled out of this world and then he got into financial trouble? But here's the great thing he did. He hired the right team and they protected him from himself. They set him up with this amazing annuity and a trust that he couldn't touch money for so many amount of years. And now he's not broke no more. Go look it up. Real talk. Fact. How do I know? Because I didn't dealt with professional athletes. I work with this other little small organization. You might have heard of it. It's called the NBA. I worked with this other little small organization. It's called the MLS in Manchester United back in 2010 at the Reliance Stadium with over 80,000 people in attendance, and I was one of their top sponsors. Real facts. You can actually check this shit. Fact check. Oh, by the way, I actually raised $40,000 by working in a partnership with Best Buy as my sponsor to give to much needed people in the impoverished community in what they call the ambassador program with the YMCA back in 2010. Real facts. But anyway, I digress. So let's get back to what sharks do for Black Friday weekend. Man, I don't know. You're excited. So let me give you the 5 systems that you want to employ. Number 1, right now, you buy for yourself and your children dividend stocks for the long haul. It ain't sexy, Dale. Oh, you damn right. It's sexy when I have a best friend that has 7 figures in dividend stocks that he started investing in 2007. And I was laughing at him. And then when he showed me his bank account one day, I shut the fuck up. And you know what I did? I said, teach me, dog. Teach me. Matter of fact, I said, teach my children. And guess what? He was kind enough to get past my evil going on, and gave me some humble pie and helped my children start learning about dividend stocks 7 years ago. Matter of fact, it was 10 years ago because my oldest is about to turn 18 and he was 8. Real talk. So guess what we do every year as sharks and raising baby sharks? We invest in dividend stocks while all these other, fast comers, hey man, let's swing trade, let's option trade. Let's do this real quick and make this quick money like they do in what I call the new jack hustle in the new information age. And then you don't ever see them clowns because they end up in jail or dead. Like they parading around and boo-hooing over this, another rapper who to get killed because he was doing stupid shit. Oh, but he got 100 houses and he doing, oh yeah, but he was still doing stupid shit. Real talk. Been there, nope. Done that, nope. See ya, don't want to be ya. So now you're going to use this rule called Cafe 125. And don't call me asking me how to do Cafe 125 if you're not willing to invest in the program. I don't give a damn if you ever buy anything from me. Real talk. But don't try to freeload and call my office asking me for advice. Spend the money. Be a shark. Don't try to turn me into the sucker. Don't get mad because I said it, because you know what? I wouldn't have to say it if people don't do it. Real talk. Then we're going to learn in real estate how to do a 1031 exchange. And we're going to partner that with a 72T. And then I'm going to show you through residential to commercial to mobile home investing, the rule 179. Write this down. Real talk. And then I'm going to show you how to form your bylaws and your corporate meetings so you can take those beautiful vacations tax-free and build up and buy assets while you're doing it. Oh, baby, I just love it. And then we're going to teach you the 5 secrets of wealth about how to maximize in the winter to be wealthy. Number 1, we're going to acquire real estate in the off season at a discount through auctions, tax liens, and from, non-savvy sellers and motivated investors who need to actualize paper returns to get it in their pocket. So there are investors that actually make paper appreciation through rehab that they got an exit strategy by the end of the year to maximize the tax advantages. So they'll give you a discount. But you wouldn't know that if you ain't been in this game because you're taking them courses. Ain't nothing wrong with them courses. Because I hear y'all, oh man, DJ a hater. No, DJ telling you facts and truth, baby. Because if I wouldn't, I still wouldn't be getting calls from corporate America asking me to do curriculum for them. Real talk. Largest bank in the United States of America called yours truly to put a curriculum together for all their constituents that look like us. Nick, am I lying?
Nope.
Real talk. And you know why we're not doing the program with them? Because they wanted to buy me and have me sell shit to our people. Let me give you a real example. Y'all ever heard of this little company called Wells Fargo? If you heard of Wells Fargo, put Wells Fargo in the comment. Because see, here's the thing. This ain't defamation. This ain't vilifying anybody if this is fucking factual. Wells Fargo, just 5 years ago, scammed your community out of almost $5 billion by doing illegal loans, stealing people information and putting credit lines and stuff in their name that look like you and me. And now guess what today? Let's fast forward. They actually had a settlement for like $2 billion. Nobody went to jail. Isn't that amazing? They stole $5 billion, Nick, and nobody went to jail. But conversely, the teachers and educators that look like us in Atlanta just tried to help the kids get higher test scores, and they ruined all their careers. Oh, just recently, out on the West Coast with these actors who were paying millions of dollars for their kids to get into USC and Pepperdine, and the dude who made $23 million, it's a documentary on Netflix, ain't even been brought up on no charges. But let's fast forward. Turn on your TV right now during the Black Friday explosion, and you'll see Wells Fargo with Negroes selling you how great Wells Fargo is for you. So that's what they wanted DJ the Money Coach to do. They wanted me to turn an eye, take a check, and say the shit to you to convince you to roll with them after they done screwed you, hosed you for 5-10 years, robbing you of your money because you know better. Real talk. Facts. Can't be bought, baby. Maybe I should have took the millions of dollars because a lot of y'all, it's probably not you because if you're watching this, you want to be a shark and you roll like we roll. You give them forgiveness for taking them checks. All right. So back to this, and we're gonna roll up out of here. So now we're gonna sit down, acquire the assets in the wintertime on discount. Number 2, we're gonna increase our deductions if we are employees, or if we even have a business. We're gonna increase our deductions and our allowances and pull some more money back into our pocket. And with that money, because you made a chess move, baby, as a shark, not a sucker, doing Black Friday, you can go buy you some new shoes. Get your daughter or son the Oculus or the PS2. And if you're smart, oh, damn. Do you know that the Oculus can be used as a business tool for presentations? Did you know that the PS5 can be used for business presentations? You know how I know? I give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. Damn, DJ, play my song because I've done it. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't just do it without a plan. So now you're going to make the biggest shark move and you're going to plan out your year. You're not going to do a New Year's resolution. You're going to get together with your CPA if you own a business. You're going to get the right corporate structure. You're going to incorporate an HSA into your game plan. You're going to fully fund your Roth, your emergency fund, your children's custodial Roth if they are a 1099 to you. You're going to take advantage of the tax laws that allow you to give them up to $12,000 for ordinary and customary, business services. What's one of that? Well, I could just have my son or my daughter take a picture and I can put them on. Oh, wait a minute. What? I can put them on my little financial Bible called the Family Finance, pamphlet. And instead of have this face, I can put my daughter or my son there and pay them $12,000. Tax-free, real talk. And then I can go buy them all the toys they want because they did a service for dad. And we don't even have to pay that much in the taxes. And we do it tax-free. Oh, snap. The shark, baby. You saw Jaws? He on you now, dog. He on you. Sucker about to get taken down. And then, check this out. This is the cool part. Now, you can actually make in profits up to $79,000 per year after you done wrote off all this stuff legally, ethically, and morally sound because you did what? You put in your bylaws. You did what? You kept minutes. You did what? You sat down with your CPA 9 months ago, every 90 days. And in the profit, instead of being an employee to your corporation, you can take distributions and dividends and pay 0 taxes legally, ethically, and morally sound. And now you can go out and ball real and have that pom-pom lifestyle, plenty of money, peace of mind. And how do I know this, ladies and gentlemen? Because I have started 12 companies in 25 years. And I have failed miserably in 8 companies. But I have learned from them 8 failures. And it ain't failure until you stop. I have found the players to put on my team that were experts to get me out of that, to move up, to creating 4 businesses that have yielded 7 figures in certifiable revenues with high profit margins. And so much so, I'll leave you with this. Look up this little big company. If I'm lying, I'm flying. It's called GenPro International. Goes by JPI. It is the largest commercial cleaning company in North America and Canada. And I have been a paid consultant for them because when I started my first official company, White Glove Immaculate Services, I was kicking their ass side by side, getting cleaning accounts in Chicago. And just 3 days ago, the 3rd largest franchise owner with GenPro called me up and said, hey, DJ, we need to talk to you again and talk about doing some more business. Facts, baby. Facts. And can I make a course about that? You damn right I could. But I'm not doing that. I'm just teaching you about one course that was already in action in corporate America called Family Finance 101. So all we're going to offer you, if you're a shark and you're wise enough, we're going to give you a shark educational opportunity to roll to the hole and knock down consumer debt free. Hit the credit score to 800. Get your home paid off in 7 to 10 years. Hook up in a business system to get you where you need to go to $8,333 a month in passive income. We're going to give you a complimentary consultation with yours truly. We're going to give you the ABCs of wealth, the common sense strategy to achieve an American dream. 20 years in the making, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give you the Cost of Financial Ignorance book that I wrote about professionals who just squander their money foolishly because they don't know how money makes money for them and they don't know how money protects money once it's made. We're going to give you how to buy life insurance the right way, because what am I? I am a licensed professional insurance. Oh, I also used to be a certified estate advisor. Oh, I also used to be a chartered senior financial planner who used to have to do $5 million a year in investments for a little small company called, wait a minute, Merrill Lynch. Oh, wait a minute. That's the largest financial service company in the fucking world. Yeah, go figure. Okay, yeah. Oh, we're also going to give you the book called How to Buy Homeowners Insurance the Right Way. The inside, because I actually write those fucking policies. Oh, pardon my French. Oh, but I forgot, this is our show. Then I'm going to give you how to buy auto insurance. We just had 3 people this past week. I talked to them for 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Facts. And you'll see the testimonials. Cut their insurance policies by 50%. Real fact. That ain't sexy, but you know what? On Black Friday, if I'm paying $200 a month and I just pull in an extra $100, I can spend that $100 on stuff and enjoy. Then we're going to give you the book that the credit unions and the city benefit plans that we work with. Oh, what's one you work with? Oh, a little small. Hold up. Oh, wait. Third largest credit union in Houston. It's called the Houston Municipal Credit Union with over 40,000 members. Was a client of mine for 3.5 years. What did they hire me for, Nick? Oh, I thought you never asked. They hired me first to come in and talk and train their fucking executives about finances. These people who were giving people loans that had their shit jacked up. But DJ the Money Coach had to come in and get their shit right. And then they helped me help their credit union members. Oh, but you can't find that on the internet in the course, DJ, because I didn't need to make one. But you know what? I can make one if you need one. Then we're going to give you retirement from the city. How is that important? If you're a government employee, you work for a city, a municipality, guess what? I do that as a professional under ERISA. Look up 95-1 under ERISA rules and come back and talk to me. Because I work directly with HR presidents along with Melvin Hobson and train them how to be a third-party advocate so that their custodian, which is the person who manages your 401k, your 403b, your 401a, your deferred comp 457 from ripping you off. That's my job. I'm an advocate, licensed professional. So I'm going to give you that book too. So I'm going to give you all 6 of these books. I'm going to give you the course, Family Finance 101, 3-hour curriculum, 18 modules. If you are ready to be a shark. And you can get it whenever you want, but it's only available during Black Friday, baby. Because again, we don't want you to go spending out the window. Man, Nick, I'm excited because it's Shark Time, baby. Forget the suckers. And if you never see DJ the Money Coach and Nick again, and you apply these principles, watch the replay and plug in and do the 4 dirty little words, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, discipline. Number 2, Be accountable to a system that is proven and people who have done what you're trying to do. Plug into that system. Ours is 7 Spheres of Money, and put your head down, go to work. And here's the thing I'm going to promise you and guarantee you. Double guarantee on anything you get with us over the weekend. If you apply, take the advice, step by step, do what we recommend that you do, because we got 20 years in the game, 25,000 people we work with, from Fortune 50 companies to high-end non-for-profits like the YMCA, and you don't yield positive results, we'll double your money back. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. You feel me? So here's what you need to do. You need to take a inventory of where you are emotionally, your emotional IQ, so you can equate it to your financial IQ, and then stop running your personal household like personal finances and run it like a corporation, because the United States of America is a corporation. Any city and state you live in, find out when it was incorporated. Why is it incorporated? Because it's a business. And then you can become a shark like us. And then you could be on the prowl next, Black Friday or whatever, next significant sale for you to be a consumer. And you could be a producer and plant seeds for multi-generational wealth, because you use the common sense strategy to achieving the American dream. So I'm excited. We love Black Friday. We love you guys. And you can get the program right now. Real quick recap. We're giving the Family Finance 101 course, 3 hours, 18 modules. And you can go choose any module. You don't have to do all of them simultaneously. Just choose the one that hit the pain point. If you need to get out of debt right now, just apply that module. If you are buying a house, you're refinancing, you want to use a home equity line of credit. Oh, I thought you never asked about a home equity line of credit. I was doing that shit in 2005. I took a home equity line of credit, ladies and gentlemen, on my house, and I parlayed 50 grand into $500,000 buying real estate in Detroit. That's right. We've been in Detroit since 2005. Real talk. So what you going to tell me about a home equity line of credit? Oh, wait a minute. DJ, didn't you say you used to be a minority owner in a mortgage banker company? You damn right I was. Yeah, I used to do home construction loans, refinance loans, and traditional loans on one project. On a $100,000 house, I would make 20 grand, legally, ethically, and morally sound, as a mortgage banker. I bet you'd like to know how to do that. Oh, let me give you another nugget. If you got student loans out there and they can't be, eliminated through bankruptcy, I can show you how to eliminate your student loan through a technique and investments that nobody knows about. Real talk. So again, let's recap. Here's what sharks do. They fully fund the basics. They take advantage of dividend stocks, fill up their portfolio for themselves and their children. They utilize CAFE Rule 125 in their bylaws and the fringe benefits for them as corporate executives and directors. They take their assets, and when they're acquiring bigger real estate, and they use the 1031 exchange when it's applicable, they use Tax Rule 179 for depreciation. And then they hold corporate meetings in advance and take advantage of the tax laws to leverage the protection and entity structure. And they don't just by default jump into LLCs. But most importantly, they have a team. That's why we don these baseball caps, because we have a team of experts. And that's why we become sharks. And then they take advantage of the real estate, tax liens in the wintertime with a system and a plan. And then they invest in the right products, the right professionals who are what, Nick? Licensed, certified, experienced, working with Fortune 50, Fortune 1000 companies. And then they attack their plan and use those 4 dirty little words: discipline, accountability, system, work. And then they invest in the Family Finance 101 do-it-yourself program. Get the course, get the consultations, complimentary, get all 6 of the books, and you can invest that for a couple of dollars. Double money back guaranteed if you like. If you don't, no big deal. Take this video, replay it, find yourself a team, and then you can come join us on the Beaches of the World Club and have the true pom-pom lifestyle, because I do have an 800 credit score. Real facts. Yep, there it is. There it is. And yeah, I got one updated that I show in my webinars. This most recent, just as 3 weeks ago, it said 827. I am consumer debt free. I have no discernible consumer debt. I have very little corporate debt because I use assets to make money for us and our members. And we roll to the hole, baby. So if you want the facts and you're going to get caught up in the, consumerism of Black Friday, hey, make it blackness. And if your account is suffering and it offends you, get on the right plan, because in the black is a financial term, and we're in the black, baby. And you should be in the black too. Nick, turn it over to you, baby. I'm excited.
Yes. So if you want to take advantage of that Family Finance Black Friday bundle, the link is in the chat as well as the description there. So you can go ahead and click on that and get started on that journey to becoming a shark and not a sucker on Black Friday or any other time of the year where those corporations dangle those sales and that stuff in front of you. So again, we thank you for joining us. You have been watching Nick's Knowledge and Notions NQ Science Series. And of course, you got a wealth of information today. DJ took y'all to class, man. He took y'all to class and he took you to church. So go ahead and share this gospel, share this information, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, we wish you a pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind, and we want you to come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. And your beach doesn't have to be next to sand or water, but wherever your water is, while you're swimming in that water, you're swimming with the sharks, and you're not running from the sharks. So we'll see you on the next episode of Nick's Knowledge and Notions. Take care.
Man, love you guys. Happy Family Day and weekend on Black Friday. And don't be spending out the window, baby.
That's right.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is DJ the Money Coach coming to you again. And guess what? This is the Black Friday special. Right now, I want to help you win on Black Friday. That's right. Forget about spending your money and going broke, but how about invest and be wealthy just like the rest of the world in the top 1%? And you can get it done right now with DJ the Money Coach and enjoy this amazing pom-pom lifestyle. Plenty of money, peace of mind, and come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. And I'll see you in the webinar. Hit that link.
I would highly recommend DJ the Money Coach's program because it gives you a 14-page comprehensive financial education plan. And not only does this plan cover your debt analysis, they give you insight into your debt freedom, what you need to do to get debt free, as well as what you need to do in order to retire and how much you will have when you retire.
As I was reading this, I was expecting something a little different. I thought it was going to be all nuts and bolts. Because that's the kind of guy Dale is. Dale is all about the numbers. Well, this book turned out to be both a little bit of nuts and bolts, but a lot of motivation. So if you're someone that's on the fence, looking to get started, just trying to figure out how to do something, or what to do, get motivated to get off that couch, I recommend you pick up this book. It's going to get you to move.
He explained to me how to get rid of my student loans, my old student loans that I thought were just insurmountable. He helped me with strategies to reduce my expenses that don't make me feel like I'm sacrificing anything. And it's not the same information that you find like rehashed and repackaged for the internet. It's personalized advice. It considers your current situation, where you are, your goals, and your level of comfort. We put together a realistic plan of things that I can do immediately, things over the next few months, the next year, and then long term.
Hello, my name is Tim from Southern California. Just want to give a testimony for DJ the Money Coach. Just had a recent consultation with him over the face-to-face Zoom call and gave me some valuable insight as far as financially wise and how to move forward with my life. And we'll recommend him to anybody and everybody if they want to improve their life financially as well. So definitely, again, nothing but great services and feedback. What I've received thus far from DJ the Money Coach, and I advise anybody and everybody about his services. Thank you.